Hello, hello, December. I'm going to pull up the chart. We're going to walk through it. We're going to take a deep dive together. We're going to mark it up. We're going to see what's where and what brings ease, what brings stress, what brings tension, what can we expect? What sort of energetic weather will we be in this December 2022? Trying to get it on the screen for you. It's here somewhere. Shazam. There it is. All right, so first things first, you should be able to see number 8. That's me, okay? Yep. So we're going to take a look at this. December 23rd, December full moon. I'm sorry, this is a new moon. I have written down that this is a full moon. This is the December new moon. So I guess we're going to have to, yeah, maybe I can just go like this. I know it's a new moon. And I wrote the wrong darn words in. So this is a new moon. Okay. Yeah. Look at that. Gave me a voice box. So the new moons are when you have the sun and the moon are together. Here's my cursor. Well, yeah, there we go. We're drawing it. There's the sun, 1 degrees and 32 minutes Capricorn. There's the moon, 1 degrees, 32 minutes Capricorn. Now, a world axis point is a 0 degrees in a cardinal sign. There are 4 of them. So right here, it's 0 degrees. This is an imaginary 0 degrees I'm drawing in, is one of the cardinal axis points, which makes this new moon, the sun and the moon together, close enough to be considered part of the world axis point. Yeah, because they're at 132. So normally we give a 2-degree orb, right? So that's what's going on. It's a new beginning because it's a new moon. Now it's in Capricorn, so look at all the stuff in Capricorn energy at this time. Look at this. The moon, the sun, Cupid, which is like, well, just what it sounds like, a partnership energy. Venus, 16 degrees. Mercury, 21 degrees. Pluto, 27 degrees, right? A lot of things with government, ambitions, goals, structures of society, right? Big businesses. You know, think of big businesses that are part of our everyday lives. You know, banking, the post office. Think of big businesses where they kind of say, well, it's too big to fail type of stuff, right? Just because they're part of the structures of our society. There's probably some better examples, so put them in down below because I didn't think of them. So yeah, I would love to hear from you what businesses you think are considered like a foundational structure of our society. The railroad, that's a good one. I heard somebody say that. Trucking industry, the shipping industry, like big industries. So when we think of like FedEx, UPS, Amazon, like all of that is part of a structure of our society. And we found that out in the pandemic, didn't we? Yeah, when the stuff wasn't working real well. Yeah, we found that out real quick. So if there's a new beginning and it's conjunct right here, the world axis point, right? That's our imaginary 0 degree line. We're saying that that is a new beginning and it's something likely global, right? Doesn't have to be like a beginning of a war or an ending of a war, but it may be something big with businesses and governments. You know, when we think of, you know, different policies, right? And we understand how, especially in the US, a lot of what the United States does in their policies has a lot to do with, well, everything around the world. So let's take a look and see what else is going on here. What else do we have? Let's look for Mars. That's always the first thing. Find Mars. Mars is over here at 10, almost 11, actually 11 degrees in Gemini. Mars is going very slow here because once it gets to 8 degrees, it's going to stand still. So before a planet goes, before it stops, it slows its speed down and it stands still because it's going to change direction. It'll stand still and then it will go forward. It'll move forward. Right. So yes, end of December, we're going to have Mars retrograde over, but Mars will still be in Gemini all the way until March. I think March, yeah, March. And it'll still be out of bounds at that time. So how does that have anything to do with this? Well, it's a uncomfortable energy, right? Gemini energy is like a quincunx, they call it. But it's like I said, at 10, 8, it's going to be going backwards all the way until 8. So what that means is the sun and the moon were going to be going forward, and they will catch up with it. So that'll be after this new moon. Did I say full moon again? I'm losing it, right? One of the things I like about this new moon is it does support a grand new beginning for something that is going to be long-term. Think long-term tangible security, because it's Saturn, because Saturn rules all the Capricorn energy. So let's go find Saturn. Where's Saturn at? Look, Saturn is right here. Saturn is in Aquarius, where it's been for 2 years now, right? Almost 2 years, I should say. And it's at 2135. So Saturn 2135, it's group energy. It's social causes. It is also mass transportation. It's electric. It's digital. It's all, it's innovative technology. It's inventions. Think the Wright brothers, Da Vinci, Benjamin Franklin, Nikola Tesla, right? We think of all those. Now look, here's the other thing we got to pay attention to. Jupiter. Jupiter is at 0 degrees on the world axis point. Yeah, that's a big deal, right? Something with our freedoms of our bodies. So that 0 degrees does square this 0 degrees of this new moon, of this new beginning. It does square it. So it feels a little uncomfortable, quite frankly, right? We have some supportive energies. Look at Regulus. Regulus is 0 degrees in Virgo. Why is that big? Well, is this a cardinal? Is this a world axis point? No, it's not. But Regulus is a big deal. It's somebody in charge, someone who has a lot of power. Absolutely. And that trines, which adds ease to the world axis point. That's a trine. It adds ease. This angle over here, this square, this Jupiter square, normally adds stress and tension. But remember, Jupiter is known as the greater benefic. Usually it brings gifts. Usually it helps. So even though it's a cardinal square, something positive is going to come out of this. Something positive. So below the video, I'll have all the degrees for those of you who like to pay attention to the degrees in your chart. Again, if you don't know and you want to know, just comment below.